Good morning, world. It's your girl, Dominique Spinelli, and guess what? We did it. We did it. We did it. Yay. Noissimo. We did it. We made it to Friday. Praise God. We made it to Friday. I just spent my morning at a commissioner's meeting about the tax on ball clay. And then I came here, and now it is time to lay this news down expeditiously, actually. I'm technically only like 10 minutes behind, but 10 minutes is a long time, guys, in my world. Let me just load up this news. Outside of that, I'm just ready to get out of here today. Last night we had a school board meeting. That went well. That was a good time. And yeah, I almost missed the commission meeting this morning. For whatever reason, I was here early and I'm sitting in the parking lot. I'm like, I think it's time to go to work. So like I come in the building and I start taking all my stuff out and I open my calendar. I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta be at the courthouse. So I go to the courthouse, but luckily I was here early, so I had time to make it to the courthouse. So no stress, no stress. My sound's not working. Let me see what's going on with you, Skyla. All right, it's halfway working. Let me pull it up one more time. He beat me to that story. I was actually gonna write that story. He beat me to it. It's gonna go toward the end. And this one is a duplicate, which is fine. Okay. All right, my sound is now up. But none of you are starting with sound, so let me just get to reading so I can at least get my 11s up. Weakley and Henry counties are joining 72 other counties across the state who will finally get broadband to all 95 Tennessee counties. In a news release, Governor Bill Lee approved federal funding totaling more than $400 million. A portion of the funding went to Kentucky Rural Telephone. A portion of the funding went to Kentucky Rural Telephone Cooperative that will be some $3.6 million to serve Weakley County and Henry counties. Right there. Milan Public Utilities authorities will receive almost $2.7 million for broadband to serve parts of Gibson County. The funding will help some 43,000 people who will be able to have broadband in the near future. Governor Lee said all Tennessee business and residents will have access to high-speed internet when completed in 2028. This one, let's go on the website. The Mega Millions lottery jackpot continues to grow. Tonight's drawing will now be for $496 million. A single ticket matching all 6 numbers in tonight's draw could choose to accept a one-time lump sum payout of $232.6 million before taxes. Kentucky State Police at Post 1 Mayfield will be conducting... You gotta slow down. Kentucky State Police at Post 1 Mayfield will be conducting traffic safety points. Troopers will be checking for vehicle equipment deficiencies, along with confirming appropriate registration and insurance of vehicles. During the checkpoints, troopers will also check for the valid driver's licenses and the possibility This should say the validity. So I'm just going to say for valid driver's license. That wasn't my mistake. I'll just start from the top there. It's okay. During the checkpoints, troopers will also check for valid driver's licenses and the possibility of those who may be operating a vehicle under the influence of alcohol or drugs. Drivers encountering a checkpoint are urged to have their operator's license, vehicle registration receipt, and proof of insurance available. Kentucky State Police at Post 1 Mayfield covers the far 11 counties of western Kentucky. And what I'm going to do is take the whole thing, because that's about 2 minutes. Mix 1013 News is a service of West Hand Insurance and Vowell & Sons Lumber Company in Martin. This is Mix 1013 News. Jeez Louise. Let's just hit that. $11.50 and boom. The decline of participants for Union City Summer League Baseball was discussed at this week's City Council meeting. During the meeting, Mayor Terry Haley initiated the topic when talking with Parks and Recreation Director Hunter Wilbanks.
That our Babe Ruth Baseball League, the 13, 14, 15-year division, and 11 and 12-year-old division's not going to operate this year because nobody signed up.
They had less than 20 kids, to my knowledge. I actually brought something on that. So I know that sounds terrible for those two age groups, but between 5 and 10-year-olds, we have 208 kids and 15 teams for baseball. A lot of these middle school age kids are playing middle school baseball. And those schedules kind of overlap along with practices. And you know most kids these days are multi-sport athletes. This is just my assumption. I think a lot more kids are playing middle school baseball for the county and for the city.
Well, it's a bunch of things. I guess you got phones and video games. You got travel teams. You got coaches that just want them to play one sport. There's a whole bunch of stuff that go into it. But it's really sad.
Councilman Hal Mosier asked Wilbanks about the possibility of using the open fields for outside tournaments.
Well, with the open schedule, more kind of in the summer and the fall, I guess that we could try to get some more tournaments down there.
Oh, absolutely. We're going to have, I think we're on the board right now, we have like 16, 17 softball tournaments lined up, and that's not even baseball tournaments. After our rec season ends, we're going to try to bring in a few, like outside tournaments, just to kind of see what it'll do for us. We're not going to do it until after our rec league team because we don't want to put a hurting on our high school or middle school baseball teams. They obviously get first priority along with our rec leagues.
Well, things just change, I guess, from time to time. I was the president of the Babe Ruth Baseball League here for 20 years, from the 72 to 92, I think. And we had 12, 13, 14, 15-year-old teams with 15 players each.
Yeah.
We had 4 16, 18 teams, and we had 8 Little League and 8 minor league teams, and now it's gone to 0.
Will Banks did say the softball program in Union City was growing. The parks director said 125 girls had signed up, and the 12 and under program come on, y'all. What if the city just has more girls? That's wild. For the 12 and under program, with 10 new teams playing this year. Yeah, what if the town just has more girls? That's wild. All right, I'm balancing everything out. So typically I just lay all my news down and then I cut it up later. I'm cutting it up in live time. Just to see where I stand, and then I'm creating the full broadcast in live time. Let me see. Star 95.1 News is a service of Joe Mahan Ford in Paris. For more news, weather, and sports, go to star951.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info and download our Thunderbolt Radio app. This news has been a service of Joe Mahan Ford in Paris. I'm Dominique Spinelli. Nice. Quick, easy. It's my 11:55 and my 4:55. Done. Boom. And F8. Okay, what's next? The county mayors of Obion and Weakley are partnering with an organization to provide free medical flights. Mayor Steve Carr and Mayor Dale Hutcherson have partnered with Lifeline pilots who provide free non-emergency medical flights to improve access to health care for area residents. Both mayors have announced their commitment to raising awareness for the nonprofit organization. I don't like the way I said that. Both mayors have announced their commitment to raising awareness for the nonprofit organization, which helps remove the financial and logistical burden of long-distance medical travel. Since 1981, Lifeline Pilots has coordinated volunteer pilots who donated their time, aircraft, and expertise to fly people who need medical care far from home. The organization serves passengers of all ages who must travel 100 to 1,000 miles for non-emergency care throughout its 10-state region, which includes Tennessee. Basic requirements for a Lifeline pilot's flight includes long-distance travel for medical treatment verified by a physician, along with financial or logistical barriers for long-distance travel. Okay. Next. The Union City School System has announced the date for their kindergarten and pre-kindergarten registration for the 2026-27 school year. Sign-up will take place on March 13th from 8 until 5:30 at the Union City Elementary School. School Communications Director Mike Hutchins said children who will be 5 years old on or before August 15th are eligible to attend kindergarten next year. Children who are 3 or 4 years old on or before August 15th may register for pre-K. First priority will be economically disadvantaged 4-year-olds. Required for registration is a birth certificate, Social Security card, immunization record, and physical examination record on a state Take it right there from that breath. Immunization and current physical examination record on a state-approved form, along with proof of income and residency. That's probably about 2 minutes there. Let me see. What do I have? 2:05. And for this one, edit, delete silence. All right. For more news, weather, and sports, go to WCMT.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info and download our Thunderbolt Radio app. This news has been a service of West Hand Insurance and Vowell & Sons Lumber Company in Martin. I'm Dominique Spinelli. Mix 1013 News is a service of West Hand Insurance and Vowell & Sons Lumber Company in Martin. Okay. It's my 1150F. My N is up. Let's put up my F and my 55. Okay. F and the 55. Okay, now I can like breathe and decompress and slow down a little bit because all my 11s are done, praise God. So let's just finish up here. Now we'll just read through straight. Daylight savings time begins Sunday as we spring forward and get an extra hour of daylight in the evenings. Residents are reminded to move their clocks ahead 1 hour Saturday night before going to bed. Daylight savings time will run until November 11th, when clocks move back an hour. The concept of adjusting clocks to make better use of daylight dates back to Benjamin Franklin, who proposed it in 1970. Ooh, 19. Hold on. Hold on. Right there. Luckily, there was a breath. Benjamin Franklin. Hold on. I'm sorry. Who proposed it in 1784, suggesting that waking up early in the summer could reduce the need for candle usage in the evening. Germany became the first country to implement daylight savings time in 1916 during World War I to conserve fuel by reducing the need for artificial lighting. Other nations, including the United States, followed suit shortly after. We should probably put this one on the website as well. Yes, we shall. All right, last story. Okay, last one. Funding to benefit agriculture education at UT Martin has been announced. Governor Bill Lee released his proposal state budget. Let me change the tone. Funding to benefit agriculture education at UT Martin has been announced. Governor Bill Lee released his proposed state budget, which included an investment of $4.23 million to develop the Cattle Outreach and Workforce, or COW, facility. The investment at UT Martin will support the future of agriculture, with Tennessee being one of the top beef cattle producing states in the nation. Dr. Todd Winters, Dean of UT Martin College of Agriculture and Applied Sciences, developed the proposal for the cow facility due to the beef facilities being built in Yo. I don't know what the problem is. I'm TH in my F's, man. Hold on. Where was I at? Due to beef facilities being built in 1967. Dr. Winters said the modern facility was needed and will provide a lecture room, a laboratory, and a covered barn with a complete cattle working system. The facility will also be used to do workshops on activities such as forage management, precision animal agriculture, artificial insemination, animal health, and farm and ranch management. That's the end of my broadcast today. I'm done, y'all. Your girl was tickled. All right. So what we're going to do? I think, yeah, it's only a minute, so it's not going to work. Let me see. This one here, copy to new. And I'll generate my 355s now. Star 95.1 News is a service of Jerry Ward Autoplex in Union City. For more news, weather, and sports, go to star951.com. Follow us on X at Thunderbolt Info and download our Thunderbolt Radio app. This news has been a service of Jerry Ward Autoplex in Union City. Oops, I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Domine Spinelli. Cool. Okay. Yes, y'all. That's pretty much it for this part of my day. I hope you all have a great day. Enjoy your Friday. I just can't wait to get home. I got to mop my floors, and I can't wait. Adulting at its finest. I'm going to wash clothes and mop my floors. See you later.